What's going on YouTube? This is Mason AJ with the Aficionados, and I know I'm missing Lance Excalibur here. He's off saving the world, rescuing orphanages, and pretty much curing cancer and a whole bunch of other things. He's out there being awesome, and he left me by myself to watch iZombie. Now, first of all, I want to apologize to the fans out there for missing last week's episode. You guys have known that this week has been very, very busy for us. We've been working hard to finish a lot of other things, and I kind of didn't watch iZombie until like last Saturday, and I'm sorry. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was gonna stop doing reviews on it because I feel like I was like the only one out there who watching it, but a very, very appreciated commenter was like, yeah, really appreciate you guys. So now, just for her, if only just for her, I'm doing more reaction. I'm going to continue to do reaction reviews for iZombie. Now, this episode was so good. Oh my god, this episode was so good. This episode brought with a lot of characters, a lot of things are coming full circle. We got to see how Blaine, Blaine is now introduced into Liv's old roommate's life. I can't remember her name, the lawyer chick. For right now, I just gotta call her the lawyer chick. I'm sorry, but we see how Blaine gets introduced to her life and how he's making his moves to take down Mr. Boss or Mrs. Boss or the Boss or whatever you want to call it. And I'm gonna front like every time I see Blaine. Every time I see Blaine, because I'm about to call him Clive again. Every time I love just rooting for this dude. He is such a good villain, and I'm gonna front. As much as I hate it, I kind of want to see what happens between him and the lawyer chick. This episode didn't have as much. I feel like this episode didn't have as much as the characteristics of Liv's brain. I mean, she sang and she said a couple of like country sayings and everything. But I always feel like when Liv eats brain, she takes on full aspects of that person. And this one felt very much mundane. It could just be a tribute to the actors. She's been playing other roles really, really well. I mean, the other split personalities really, really well. So, or maybe it just could be like they're just trying to tone it down just a little bit, so that way people don't get all screwy. I mean, I would feel a certain way if Liv was just talking like in a huge country accent and singing hymns like every time we saw her. So the fact that she got to sing that very beautiful song, and we got just enough of the country brain or the country waitress's brain to understand it. The villain in this show, I know I'm jumping all over it, but the villain. I also appreciate the change of pace that the villain was not who you thought it was. Like, following the usual train of motions, I thought it was the husband, and I thought it was the boyfriend, and I thought it was that crazy fan who was like, oh yeah. I remember when she did this and this. I actually really thought it was him. But to find out that the person who ultimately killed the country waitress was not who we thought it was, that was also very much a change of pace. I really thought I had this figured down, and then even with that loop, I was looking like, I guess I need to put my own little detective hat on and really see where it's going with this. I gotta say this right now. Rosh, once again, if you guys have watched the show before, you guys know I'm terrible with names, but I'm just gonna call him Ravi, or the Indian guy, Liv's boss. He is such a gangster character. I'm just gonna say right now, he's such a gangster character. I love him because he went in season 1. He was very much the stereotypical. I'm brilliant and fart and have a nice accent, but I'm still very quirky around girls. But I felt ever since he got with the lawyer chick, his confidence just through the roof. Now he's getting girls on his own. He's taking them on dates. He's talking talking up. He's talking down to Major a little bit. He's telling Major he needs to get his life in order. And even when I saw him in the country outfit, I was like, you know what? He looks so good in the country outfit. I wouldn't put on my own country outfit and do my own little himbo. Like that. I'm not sure if I would be welcome in there as much as he was. I don't know. Hopefully so. But I'm just saying he looked good, and I love seeing how we've seen growth with his character, and this episode really showed that he's no longer the shy guy in the lab. He really much is like, I'm Ralph. I do what I do. I create zombies and I get girls. Okay, and after I get girls, I take them out, have a nice dinner, and I get them draws. And I'm really, really enjoying that. I mean, it just makes me feel like I'm so tired of seeing the nerd character or the brainiac characters like never get any and always be stuck in that one little space. So to see him kind of come out of his shell over the course of episodes. Speaking of growth, finally after all this time, Liv finally gets back together with Major, or Major gets back together with Liv, how you want to call it. Either way, that kiss at the end had me feeling like all kinds of heart throbs and everything. And I like the fact that Major finally admitted that he had a problem. I'm not gonna front. I have a pride issue. So if I was Major doing everything, if I followed the same course of action. Once I saw the kid who I used to mentor get off drugs, offer me drugs, something like that. Once I saw that, my pride would have been like, see, you're kind of a bitch loser. I understand I'm trying to mentor you and help you, but I kind of can't go the same path that you're going to. Like simply, I would have threw the drugs and fire. Simply based on that, like, yo, if this is the path you following, obviously I ain't about that life. But either way, I'm hoping that now that Liv and Major are getting back together, or at least are connecting or talking again in a more fruitful fashion, that he will ultimately, you know, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stall us out, but he will ultimately confide in her that he has a drug problem and she's gonna help him overcome that. Or better yet, it'd be very interesting if Liv, with her zombie powers, was able to somehow detect that. Maybe she they sleep together, or she kisses him or licks him in some type of fashion, and she can kind of taste the drugs in his system a little bit. I don't know. I'm just saying that would be a very interesting twist. And now Liv has pretty much got to like go Rambo on Major to get him off his drugs. The secretary chick, who's Liv's current roommate, the redhead, pre-redhead, I kind of want her to get hit by a bus. I'm just gonna say that like off the bat. To me, she's very much a bitchy character, and I don't like her. Think about, she's very pretty to look at, but like even the fact that she seduced Major, I was looking like, man, when Liv find out, she gonna beat your ass, and I'm gonna enjoy watching that. So, but as always, all the circles, all the characters are really kind of coming full circle. Like everything's happening so fast that like, I don't know, like, I feel like they're almost doing, like, I'm kind of curious as to what the big bang is later on in the season, because, like, all this stuff is really setting things up nice. Now the fact that also that Blaine has found the dude who made the mix, who created the zombie virus, and now he is infecting him with a zombie, it would be interesting, just saying, it would be interesting to see how that develops, and maybe the zombie dude, I mean, I'm pretty sure eventually once he really starts craving brains and everything, he's gonna come back to Blaine, that's gonna start the whole escalation. But what if he didn't? What if like Blaine is so busy taking out Mr. Boss, and then like later on, we see how the chemist dude, you know, has converted the entire church group, and like now there's two rival zombie factions, but Blaine technically isn't a zombie no more, but nobody knows that. So now you see how like now they're leading to the two factions against each other to take over the city, with Liv and everybody caught in the middle. Like that's just an interesting dynamic, I think so. But comment down below, let me know what you guys think of this week's episode. I thought it was great, it was fantastic. I can't wait to next week's episode. I am so sorry for being so late on these reaction reviews for all the other shows that we normally talk about. Like I said, a lot of stuff's been happening, but hopefully you guys forgive me. Hopefully you guys still watch the video. Make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. I love you guys, especially also to the commenter. I'm bad with names, but to the commenter who inspired me to keep going. Thank you so much. I really needed that, and I look forward to talking more iZombie with you. Definitely follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And once again, this is Mason AJ, and I'm watching iZombie. Now I know this is gonna be real corny, but I go to front. I really want to see Liv, like I'm telling you, I really want to see Liv do like the Thriller dance, like maybe like the entire cast. Maybe that could just be like a YouTube video or something, and the entire cast ends up doing the Thriller. I don't know why, I just want to see that. Maybe Liv eats the brain of like a backup dancer or a tribute dancer or something like that, and that's how they got started.